Hey, what's going on, everyone? Before y'all check out this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. We appreciate y'all for always showing us love and support. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Unfiltered Brothers, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay blessed.
And welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Hey, you have your boy Derek. To my left, you have your boy Joe.
Yo.
To my right, you have your boy Ford.
What's up?
And Rand couldn't be with us for this episode, but we're gonna hold it down for Rand.
Rand.
I ain't gonna talk about Rand. How y'all boys feeling tonight, man?
I can't complain, man. How about you?
Man, I'm doing all right.
I'm a little tired, but I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, you guys just stepped in the crib from work.
What?
Beer.
That's what you need.
That's what you need. You need to loosen up. A little loosey goose. A little something to make it shake a little something. Oh,
Make your shoulders move.
I'm good. Nah, I don't
make your shoulders move a little bit.
Just stop.
Man, but shoot.
Oh, I was told we gotta stop saying the N word.
Man, nigga, what?
What?
Look, I
said that?
I said, nigga, what?
Nigga, what?
I said, do you understand? I said, we're called. I can move this mic. We're called Unfiltered Brothers. I said, do you understand that if we change our name? I said then we gotta be Filtered Brothers. I said, you know how much merch we gotta go back and pull? I said, yeah, man, we gotta change names and shit.
Facts.
Change all social media accounts and all that stuff.
You know, come on, man. I did get a tip from somebody. They said that we should change our names to Unfiltered Joe, Unfiltered Derek, Unfiltered Ford, Sean.
Oh, personal names.
Yeah, I thought that was tough, but I was like, I gotta give up my average Joe. It took me forever to think of that.
Facts. Nah, that was a good idea though. Shit. It's the beer.
That's all. That's all like, you gotta edit that out.
No, I'm gonna keep that in there. Right there. That bitch done spiked up and everything. Man, but Thanksgiving done passed, Christmas coming up. 2022 is about to be here already.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Facts.
2021 stay here for like a day.
It's like 2020 was sleep. 2021 was a nap.
Yo, but not one of those like good naps you feel rested from. One of those like you would sleep for like 2 hours, but feel like you would sleep for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And you get up more tired than when you went to sleep. You're like, I shouldn't even took that moment, man.
Facts. But that shit crazy though. New Year's almost here already.
Bro, it's crazy. I didn't even think about it. You just said that, bro.
Yeah,
like the year is over.
Year is over. But
wow.
we'll see what 2022 got for us now. You know, we got all these variants. COVID variants out there, so ain't no telling one. Stop saying that.
What
it's not Omarion.
Oh, Marion.
Yeah, you get that motherfucker. You gotta do that little dance. And be like, dun, 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 dun.
That's how you know you got it. Your ass started shaking like that. It's
Omicron. Like, yeah, baby, I don't know what to do.
Oh, he got that Marion.
Oh yeah, we know what he got. Yeah, but yeah, that shit crazy. You know, no, the craziest shit I seen in the last week or two. Hey, listen, look, we about to get out of here. The government about to take us all out. I'm telling you that now. They said robots can reproduce.
Oh, did you see that? Bro, and then they dropped not only that
humanity
video,
is over.
Not only that video, they dropped the video of the robot moving like lifelike and stuff. And you seen that one? Yeah, I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. That's
humanity.
Like,
humanity's over. It's Terminator, iRobot.
What that joint was like that though.
Nah, you stupid. Nah, we not talking about that.
What you gonna do, bro?
You sick, bro.
Take that damn microchip out.
Hey,
that nigga's
sick,
bro.
Fuck around. Hey, bro.
Ain't no
fucking plug around another memory card up into it, make a whole new girl. Tonight I won't say it.
Shonda, if you listening, then they gonna replace. And they gonna replace you for a robot.
Then when she getting you order, that thing malfunction.
Episode of I don't know if y'all boys watch Big Bang Theory. I mean that shit. Like
yeah, I watched some of that shit.
Bruh, it was like the Jewish guy, the one like real small, frail dude. He created like a mechanical arm and was trying to use it to masturbate, and then they got stuck like right there.
That's sick.
Bro, could you imagine getting ready like, yeah, Cybertron, what you trying to do tonight? Blah blah blah. Mount Sunshine. I'm over graduating like that,
like you can't even call the ambulance, bro.
Oh, I got you.
That's embarrassing.
Bro, what
you can't live that damn, bro.
Bro, you know she gonna be heavy too. You know she gonna be at least like
exactly
500 pounds.
Crushing your shit.
Bro,
yeah.
If she oh!
That bitch just tighten up like that.
Ooh. Like a vice grip, boy. Just
Like when a father shake your hand and when you dating his daughter.
Oh, handshakes.
How you doing, son?
Like Kevin's on Friday after next. Like Kevin's on Friday after next. Crunching on your balls.
That shit gonna be crazy. I can't do that.
Nah, I'm good. That's on second thought. I guess I won't get a mechanical maid.
See, you crazy. I told you Joe's sick, man. Joe's sick. What else did I see?
I was told I gotta stop sacrificing my mama.
Bro, that's why.
Yeah,
bro.
You got to. Cause I feel like you really don't love her. I feel like you really don't love her.
Since you said, oh, I got. What would you do?
Good.
That's a good segue.
My mama off the rip.
What would you do?
That what it is.
All right, this is my what would you do, right? I thought this was coming down the road because I didn't have shit. But right? But say, all right, what would you do? Say you worked 20, 30, let's say 30 years to get where you are in life. You're successful, whatever success means to you. You're successful. You know, got your house, got a good family. Finances is good, closing your bag, food. I mean, got your food to eat. And let's just say it's like kind of like purge rules, but you can't really get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Can't really get in trouble. And people come to you, people come to rob you. You're in the house with your family. You, let's just say your wife, let's say you have 2 kids at this point. Let's say you have 2 kids. And they're going to rob you for everything. Your livelihood and everything. And you have to start back at the beginning. And it's going to take you the same 30 years to get back to where you are in life. You can't take no shortcuts. Even though it's not even talking about mamas. But even though like you got the knowledge in your head and everything to get there, you can't use it. No shortcuts. You got to do the 20, 30 years to get back all over again. But the only way you don't have to is make a sacrifice. And the 2 options you have. What? I ain't even talking about hard. You either sacrifice your 2 kids
or your wife.
Buy
kids. Always make more kids.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never gonna.
I'm with Joseph on this one.
Mark them kids. Hold them kids.
So, I mean, you about 30 years in the game now, so about 10 to 15.
Oh yeah, they too young. They don't even know what life is, boy. They young. They don't even know what it is, man. They don't even know what it is.
15-year-old had just stole my car last night, so that's punishment.
15-year-old stole your car?
Yeah.
Stole your car? Like, really?
I'm just saying, like.
Oh, shit.
No.
Damn. They robbing niggas in the Ville? Shit. Let me get my shit.
I'm just saying, like, as a parent, like, 15, you know how 15-year-olds are. You know, they took my car, so, you know, that's punishment. Kill you.
That's a crazy punishment, man. That's wild.
Yo, you be like, I told you I was going to kill you when I got to you, right?
Yeah.
All right, now here it is. I'm man of my word.
You know your mama ever told you, I'll kill you. This time, literally, I'll kill you.
Bro, CPS about to take all of us out.
CPS is in the
Exactly. I'll sleep beside her every night.
I'm just mad that was an easy choice for y'all.
Bro, you giving up your wife?
That was an easy choice for y'all.
I just feel like
I didn't say.
Like he said, you can make more kids.
I don't know, man.
But that was an easy choice for y'all.
I'll just decide. I don't know. That's a tough one because I mean, the kids are young. Like they only got 10 years in the game. Like
they don't look like me no way.
And it's here like
I'm really worried about this.
We thought he was getting robbed. We thought he stole his car. Then the kids don't look like him. Damn, I can't wait till we get into the topics.
Light skinned the kids, dark skinned.
Yeah, they dark skinned.
Niggas crazy.
Kid came out with blue eyes.
Something you want to talk about for it?
Yeah.
You want to get off your chest?
Fuck them kids.
All right.
My answer, fuck them kids.
No cap, fuck them kids.
Yeah, I picked the kids too, though.
Oh, you sick, man. I try to like we wrong and shit, bro.
Nah, I had to pick the kids too. I'm sorry.
Yo, murk them kids, man.
I'm not. The robbers are.
So you gonna try to put up a fight?
In the sense,
Yeah.
No, don't take my. All right.
Damn. Yo, we're terrible. We're terrible. That's what.
Oh Lord, please. I hope our kids don't see this in the future.
They definitely are.
They
definitely are.
You think I'm gonna lose everything I work for? Nah, man, y'all gotta go. All y'all
Cause
do is
who's to say that we're gonna live to see those 30+ years if we don't?
Okay.
That's the sacrifice you have to make.
If my wife is gone, who gonna raise the kids? Me?
You,
nigga, you.
Oh, nigga, did you not understand? I'm out here living my dream. I'm successful. Like, did y'all miss that part? Like,
you can be successful with
Get you one of them robot maids.
So she can crush my shit. No, I'm good.
No, to raise your kids.
Oh, she gonna be too cold hearted. You know, robots ain't got no heart. They
don't.
Emotions.
They don't.
So nah.
I don't care how you're feeling. Clean your room.
I said that. Eyes turn red. No,
I don't give a damn.
Better get your ass in there.
Oh, you get mad at spanking by one of them motherfuckers?
No.
Oh, god damn.
With the belt. Oh.
The next generation gonna be nice as
the
shit.
belt just gonna break. It's like the leather just gonna shred right there.
It's like that. Remember, you know, like them plastic, like them bottles like that, like that with the water in it. You ever seen that video on social media where they was like taking turns smacking each other on the head, and that shit broke on dude? I was like, how the fuck the power behind that shit? How you break a plastic jug like that?
Yeah, he meant that shit. Everybody was like, doom, doom. That nigga said, wow. I said, ooh. He must talk shit about it.
He had to. That was personal. He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait for that shit to happen.
I'm surprised he hit him across the head, bro. He would have swung sideways. Oh, that would have been it.
Niggas would have been in this bitch scrapping.
If he would have woke up, he probably knocked that
nigga out for real. That plastic.
You know, at the bottom of them joints is nothing but that hard plastic.
Niggas so fucked up.
So everybody chose
everybody kids.
All right, CPS.
This segment was called. Fuck them kids.
That's name. Yeah, fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Oh man, but we got some good topics for this episode for y'all, man. But mostly gonna talk about toxic masculinity. I think we touched on that a few times before in the past with some of the episodes. But the new thing that came up in the past week or so on social media has been: would you buy your boy child a kitchen set? Let's answer that question first. For would you buy your child a kitchen set?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause I ain't gonna feel like cooking for that little nigga every damn day.
Okay, it's a fake kitchen set. It's like a toy.
He can fake learn. Then Dad, can you teach me? All right, come on over here in the kitchen. We gonna do what you did with your little kitchen set.
Ford really don't want kids, bro. Like he's already explicitly shown that he is not taking care of his kids. He said
they're gonna be self-sufficient.
I'm not gonna cook for the little nigga forever.
He gonna be self-sufficient by 3.
My at 3 years old, my child gonna do laundry, clean the bathroom, clean the room, clean the floor, cutting the grass. Everything.
This is telling it's a new
generation. No, I was 5. But yeah, this is a new generation.
Tell them it's a new generation. We raising people different.
Exactly. Cause you don't see kids out there today riding a bike up and down the road.
But your kids are the one that's out here slaving.
I told you my kids going.
So I had to slave.
How you gonna see your kids like the Vivo?
It's open.
Why would you see?
You gotta start where I start. You gotta start where I start.
Why? The whole point of all this that we're doing is so
my child first cell phone ain't gonna have no camera on it.
I'm always right there. I don't know how you gonna stop that. I ain't seen something not a camera. Shit,
I don't know.
That's camera, boy.
Shit, still all them tracks phones got.
I mean, it was trash quality, but we ain't know that time.
We ain't give a fuck. After 7 o'clock, we got them free minutes.
Hey, boy.
And on the weekends.
It was 7 for Sprint, 9 for Verizon. Back in the day.
I think we had Sprint.
You can have to type that 2-3 times to get to that C.
Bro, I've done this done so many times, bro. Niggas was just in class under the table, texting like it was nothing.
Because now, like on my iPhone, like I text without looking now too, because like
muscle memory,
muscle memorization. Boy, say that 5 times. But so for muscle memorization, that with that phone, bro. No, it was nothing for a brother to. I'm past class now. It was nothing for a brother to cheat with the flip phone, boy. You'd be like
it's nothing,
bro. Just right there. I wasn't there the whole
I
time.
want that slick. I always got caught. Phone got taken away.
Damn. But back to the question, Joe.
Got games met in there though.
You buying your kid a kitchen set?
Hell no.
Why not?
If he was a boy or girl.
Why not?
Because, bro, fuck that kitchen set. That shit ain't about shit. You can't put with that shit.
Why the fuck you
baking.
can't?
I hate that shit, bro. I really hate them things.
Why not?
Let's take it a step above.
It's the imagination you was talking about. Yeah, it's that imagination. You don't want to take that from kids.
That imagination.
Let's take it a step. Let's take a step further. Easy bake oven.
Nah, I'm not buying that shit.
Niggas did have that shit.
That shit's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
You know what I had? I used to have the monster bake oven. It was like the
But you had it.
I thought that shit was stupid. You know how long
you had it though.
Fucking brownie, nigga.
But you had it though.
Like an hour.
That shit was good though.
No, it was trash. Bro. It came with like some gummy worms and shit. I just ate the gummy worms out of that shit, bro. Nah, I think that shit's stupid. Like that's some shit that mom gonna get on. Like if me and Shonda had kids, bro, like that's some shit that when we had kids, that's some shit that she gonna have to buy. I buy them video games, action figures, Barbie dolls, stuff like that. But the kitchen set, bro, I hate them things. I never.
Just because you hate them don't mean they will.
Oh man, this conversation come back to bite me in the ass real hard. But I mean, yeah, but that's what their mama buying it.
Yeah, how you know they gonna like the video game? How do you know they gonna like the doll sets? You don't.
Dad, I don't like Call of Duty.
Take your ass. Take your ass when that really goddamn book there. That's
so you buy? I'll buy.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'll buy one. Well, useless.
So that's the first question. You buying one?
Yeah. So we all buying.
All right, we all buying one. But is there something wrong with buying a boy child a kitchen set?
Nah.
It's nothing wrong.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Why is that gay to some people?
I think that the conversation is niggas mad because they didn't get a kitchen set.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it boils down.
Nigga child.
No, they mad because they don't know how to cook.
No, for real. Like people childhood. Like if people didn't have like. If people didn't have like a childhood, you can see it, bro. They get mad when kids be having fun.
That's facts.
Like, bro, like,
nice
Look at them out there riding the bike.
Nice clothes and shit.
That you're referencing. That motherfucker was clean, bro. That was like modern day, like it was like stainless steel, like
better than your kitchen,
bro. With the black cabinets, and I was like, oh, that's the apartment I'm looking at right now that I can't afford. Like,
that was top notch.
Yeah.
That little 3-year-old, he had his own apartment.
Exactly.
His rent was about $1,000 a month.
We have to have that conversation because I feel like that's where the conversation is going anyway.
Okay,
is like with the whole like gender roles and like everything like that. Like, is it because the conversations? We don't have a problem with the kitchen set, but what if your son want like a Barbie doll or something like that? But why?
That's why. Yeah,
that's when you gotta have a talk with your son.
Why?
And explain to him why.
Why? What's wrong with having a Barbie doll? See,
I think it's too feminine.
Yeah. What's wrong with being feminine?
There's nothing wrong with being feminine.
Ain't nothing wrong with being feminine.
As a male, I think.
But what if that's him?
Be too feminine.
You know.
I mean, but that's the thing, though. You gotta learn something. If you learn, like, if your child end up doing like being liking the same sex, I should say. I don't know what to call it. Yeah. But some people don't go by homosexual though.
If
you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Being
they could be like
a part of the LGBTQ community. Yeah.
You're right.
You know, it's different stuff. So it's like if they end up having,
they're not going by societal norms,
right? Sometimes that's just something you just gonna have to learn to deal. That's gonna be tough, but you gonna have to learn to deal with that as a parent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's gonna be tough for us.
You sure?
I'm positive, like because you know, like
I think it will though.
I already accept it. Like if my child was to come out and say like, "Hey, Dad, like I'm this, like I'm bi or I'm gay," I'm like, okay, well let's talk about it. Like, I will sit there and I'll explain to him that like, no, I'm not. Like, you know, I'm pretty heterosexual, so you know, I mean, I might see a fine man walk by. I'm like, damn, that nigga kind of cute. Not
but I hate him.
But nah, like all just aside,
we getting canceled.
But Nah, all jokes aside.
That nigga was crazy.
I'm gonna tell him like, I'm not that. Like I'm not, I can't.
Crazy,
I don't know
bro.
the walk that you about to walk through life, but you gotta have that talk with him because the thing is, I don't.
That nigga is kind of cute.
Huh?
Damn, that nigga is kind of cute.
Them jeans fit him real nice.
Nah, you went too far. You gotta stay a waist up.
You stupid. But it's
like,
cool. But it's like just stick on that. I mean, we could tell jokes like that because you're fine with your sexuality.
Yeah,
You're fine with your sexuality. I'm fine with my sexuality. Make them jokes like that. But some people may have a problem with us having that joke, a joke like that.
People gonna have a problem like with anything that you say or any opinion. Like, there's no opinion out here that doesn't have someone to counter it or something like that. So, with that being said, we're Unfiltered Brothers. We respect everybody. We love everybody. But our opinion is our opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, like I don't walk that walk of life, so I don't know the journeys and tribulations that you're about to go through. But I know that I don't want my child to I don't want to not be in my child's life. Like, I don't want my child to feel like they have to do it by themselves or that, because if my son comes out as gay, he starts wearing, let's say, he says, all right, I think I'm trans. And then we're like, all right, well, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation, blah, blah, blah. Because I got to get an understanding of where his mind is and everything like that. And then after that conversation goes, I'm like, all right, well, whatever. So in the process of supporting him, if someone was to come up and start bullying him, I gotta drop this dude. You have to be ready to defend your child because your child looks to you for protection, heterosexual or whatever. Mm-hmm. So the first person they look at for support is their parents, and that's where I feel like my role is. My role is not to tell you how to live your life. My role is to support you the best I can because I'm your parent. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, I don't know. I'll be real with you. I don't think that far into it now because let's be honest. The LGBTQ community, that's still relatively new as far as coming out, being accepted. Man, by the time it's 2021, man. By the time I end up having kids, our kids are grown and stuff like that, man. The social norms gonna be totally different.
That's true.
Or, things gonna be accepted that we didn't accept.
Exactly. Cause look at the commercials now.
Well, yeah.
Look at the comics now.
And you're not even just that, but television, as a whole, just different entities of media have already even comic books. I don't know if you guys I'm a nerd, so I know you guys don't pay attention, but Superman's son came out as bi. Yeah. People were heated about it too, and I'm like, bro,
Robin.
Yeah, one of the Robins came out as bi, and I'm like, bro, that's the thing, but you know what? This is how it was explained, and it made so much sense to me. It's like you being black, and then you working on a show that's only white. Where's your representation? It's gay. It's people that are out here, creators, content creators that are homosexual or
I guess what other people the strong heterosexual people look at it is there's nothing wrong with you seeing representation in comics, anything like that. But having a original I'm not into the comics, so I didn't understand. Of course, there's different Supermans, the different Batmans, and everything like that. But just us knowing just Superman, we don't have to know the name of the person, the different, but we just know that's Superman, that's Batman, and then seeing them turning that into a bad character, I think that's the problem. But we wouldn't have a. Well, I would say but people wouldn't have a problem with seeing if you just came out with a different character that was bi.
But then I also I countered that by saying, look at the Black Spider-Man. Yeah, you're right. I completely support your point because I think that it was a conversation about one of the Bailey sisters. Haley is the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
And and people were like, well, why she gotta be black? Why can't we just create our own new content, stuff like that, and for the representation? And I think that argument is valid, but then I also think that there's nothing wrong with seeing a popular character written in a different light. And the reason I say that is because when the Black Spider-Man came out, it gave representation to the Afro-Latina community and to the African-American community because he's mixed. And we could have created a whole new character, which has also been done, but to take a popular character and flip it like that brings attention to things, because now this superhero has to battle the same battles that we fight. Like when he takes his mask off, he's a black guy. So like when he goes to the community, he deals with African-American things. That representation brings about the the conversations and the attention awareness. That's one reason, that it's a plus for it. But I agree. But then I also think like, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, but like the thing about Superman is I don't think it was a bad thing or a good thing. I think it was just a thing. And the reason I say that is because everybody's gonna have an opinion on it, but nobody's opinion is really valid. Like nobody, and I'm sorry to say this, but nobody from the LGBTQ's community opinion is valid. Nobody from the cis heterosexual community is like, their opinion is not valid, because an opinion is just an opinion. We've gotten so far from just respecting other people's opinions on things, and we try to make our opinions facts, and that's not the case. Like, I'm not going to argue with a racist person why they don't need to be racist. I'm just not going to deal with that racist person. Why would I spend an hour of my life trying to waste time explaining why racism is stupid because I believe it's stupid, which I think that's a collective thing. But, he's like, oh, no, fuck black people, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's a waste of my time to try to convince you. And I just think, like, I don't respect your opinion. I really don't give a damn about your opinion. But at the end of the day, like, I don't have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
waste your energy on that.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Like, I think people waste their energy trying to make an opinion fact. Now, don't get me wrong. Every community, every culture deals with trials and tribulations that come forth with them being different. However, with that being said, like, not you don't have to be overly sensitive about it. Like, you don't have to, like, that's just my opinion. So if someone says like, oh no, we gotta be sensitive about it. Okay, why? Because as an African American, it's always okay for us to joke on ourselves, and then when we make a joke about somebody else, now we're the problem. Like, that's and it's like, that's okay. Like, and Dave Chappelle said it the best. Like, oh, it's okay for me to call myself a nigga, even though I'm not a nigga, but I can't say faggot. And that's the conversation that we gotta have. Is like, either you're gonna make it all okay. Or you're gonna like you're gonna make it. You're gonna like create boundaries for everybody, and that's the only way I think that's gonna be okay.
I can't argue with that. I agree with that. You had something to say about that?
Hold on, follow camera boy down.
You better not edit out either. He do.
I'm keeping all
He
that.
had some of the worst like camera like nan busting in the room, bro.
That was funny.
These are ridiculous, but yeah.
Did you want to follow up with that? Anything?
No, it's hard to follow up with that.
No, I agree with everything that he said. He just said. What I was gonna say, just going back to like the representation thing. I think it's good. I think it is good to see somebody, a popular character, be a part of your community and anything like that. And once again, you may know, but I'm not big on Marvel, like the knowledge of it, anything like that. I'm not sure how long this character been out, but it's like, I don't know, it's like the Black Panther for black people though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was how long that character been around, but it was like, dang, like he give us hope that we see ourselves in that superhero. And he's playing with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? He's a part of the Avengers and everything like that. So that's why I would say, once again, I don't know how long Black Panther been around, but that's why I would say, like, that's how some people feel, where it's like you can make a new character to be a part of that community and everything like that.
I think that it's time that we and I agree. I think more about like making I think Superman's son being bi, and Robin being bi is like a good thing, because Superman's son is just as powerful.
And disclaimer, I don't care.
Yeah. Like no, I don't think anybody really gives a damn.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I literally saw it and I was like, oh, okay. Like I'm not gonna lie.
I thought about it for a minute, but then again, I was like, ain't none of my business.
Well,
I don't care. Like I don't look at the comics anyway.
What was your thought about it?
I was like, because I was thinking like, because once again I didn't know nothing about the comics, so I didn't understand that there was, of course they're old characters, but I thought they were just doing a different story, but I didn't understand like, oh, these are probably like, that's probably like the third Robin or somebody like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that.
Which is dope. Like
originally,
think about it.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that originally.
Yeah.
But then after thinking about that, I was like, okay.
But you know what's crazy is that I liked, and this is my personal opinion. I thought it was good because, Superman's son, which is he's by, I think his name is Jonathan. Jonathan is just as strong as his dad. Like he's just up there, like the strength and everything. But I think that it moves from that stereotype of, the community being weak or soft or like flamboyant, like yeah. I don't know if he still has a boyfriend in the comics. I haven't read the comics in a while, but it's crazy to think that you could go out here, like people was like, like everybody's like, Superman's like big bad, but Superman's always been someone to stand up for, like, in the comic books, he's always stood up for what was right. And with that being said, like, his son is the same thing, and I think it's good to see powerful characters that people admire come out and be like, okay, well, I'm accepting of my son, so you can be accepting too. It's like it's kind of like a more of like the people that have a problem with it for like superficial reasons or whatever. It kind of like washes those away and like you know what I'm saying. But the comic book, I'm gonna say this, and I'll get off the topic. The comic book community, video game community, toxic as fuck. Like I hate to admit it, like literally,
especially video,
bro. It was nothing, and it was the same conversation I had with somebody else, because somebody was like, the community now is like we, like the people the generation that's coming up now is weak. And honestly, I can't agree or disagree, because when we used to get on the Xbox 360 service on that Call of Duty, hey, the N-word was flying from like, you could be a 12-year-old white boy out in Arizona, the N-word was flying. I remember I was playing a game with my boy, he's black, he said nigga. And they were like, don't say that word, you're not black. And Marcus was like, you don't know me. Like, because Marcus doesn't talk like, I guess, talk like a black guy. He talks proper. So when he dropped the word, they're like, man, you don't have to say that word to seem cool, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, they started going in on him. I was like,
I respect it.
I mean, now we're at the point where, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you not to change that community, like no matter what you do.
But I would say, while I also agree that like other people's, like, nobody's opinion is valid because it is an opinion. It's because how people be like, you forcing this on our kids, you forcing this agenda on the kids, whatever. Man, it was like last week or the week before that. This was on ABC, and this was probably around like 7, 8 o'clock, maybe at 9, 10, maybe. But it was like it wasn't I don't know, I would say cartoon, I don't know how you think, but it was like a deer show. I don't know I would say a cartoon, but it wasn't necessarily a cartoon. But they was on that joint kissing. So you showing sexuality, I mean, within the cartoon, a reindeer. So it's like you can't really argue, be mad at saying that people are pushing agendas when you don't really have a say, or you don't really complain about when you see heterosexual stuff that children can watch and stuff like that.
I think the conversation is like, parents gotta start being parents. My mom didn't let me watch everything growing up.
Man,
and she censored a lot of stuff.
Kids gonna sneak, but at the same time, like you said, parents
kids gonna sneak. They're gonna do what they want to do, but like in her presence, I won't watch. Like she didn't even care for like Ed and Eddie, SpongeBob, stuff like that. I never got it, and a lot of stuff goes over kids' heads. Because when I go back and
That's
watch
facts.
that show
When you go
now,
back and watch stuff now,
Yeah.
you be like, yo, they said
I'm
this.
like, what?
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy is
I don't mean to cut you off,
No, go
but
ahead.
I was just laughing. Steven, I always laugh with this for Steven. But I can't believe we was allowed to watch Team America.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch that.
Oh,
you didn't watch that?
Uh-uh.
Yo, Team America is
Bruh.
crazy. I said, yo, we watched this as kids. That came out in like 99,
Yeah, it was it came out in
2000.
2000.
I was like, yo, that's
Nah,
crazy.
You know what's I went back. It was a clip on YouTube.
That shit was a lot of racist shit in there too.
Bruh.
It was a lot of racist.
I
said,
was
yo,
like,
it's
we was
crazy.
really sitting here
South Park
watching
has
this shit
South
as
Park had a
kids.
couple racist shit in there too. But I was
South
like,
Park was super racist.
South Park was crazy, man. I
Yo,
be
South Park was wild. I couldn't watch that. I didn't start watching like Family Guy and stuff till I probably got in like middle school.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't watch that all.
yeah.
I remember when it
Probably
was
middle
like,
school,
SpongeBob was like an infant in my house. It was, my mom didn't care for it, but she didn't really stop me from watching it. Teletubbies, boy, that was like forbidden, boy. I like Teletubbies was wild. It was like it was just funny. Like it was just crazy how adults was like they doing everything on that show. Binky Dinky on it. To me, I just see
Shit
the
was
baby's a
hilarious.
damn son.
Yeah.
They doing. I don't know what they doing, but I don't know.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I
As
was,
a kid, you know, because you
and I couldn't understand it. All I seen was them walking around and jumping up and down and shit.
yeah, you know. But I was saying it was another show I used to watch as a kid too, but I can't think of it now. But yeah, I mean, shit goes over kids' heads, bro.
They do.
Like kids don't think. Kids don't. I mean, as creative and imaginative as kids are, kids don't think that far into it. Like they don't care. Kids don't even sit down and watch cartoons these days.
They don't.
But the parents give them the craziest thing I ever thought of. Parents give kids iPads when that has access to the internet.
Exactly.
So it's like you're not limiting. You're not being a parent because you're not censoring what comes in through that to that kid.
Mm-hmm.
So like going off your point, like if you're gonna censor stuff, censor everything. Like, you know, kids don't give a fuck. Like, you know, like I was watching Power Rangers, I ain't never think twice about the fact that them niggas had to get naked before getting in the suits or some shit like that. Like I just knew Power Rangers. I just knew when them niggas transformed,
Yeah.
they was
That
gonna
was
box. Like that was it. Like, I didn't care what happened before and after.
Nah, that's
When they
facts.
transform, you like it's about to go
Go
down.
down.
Even with wrestling, like when we were watching wrestling as kids, I never saw why D-Generation X was like, banned. We couldn't do the Triple H joint in school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And because we weren't thinking about it
was
as
just-
suck it, we was just
Yeah.
like, because D-Generation X was my favorite. Like,
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H, man. Like, I was like, I just wanted to be like them.
Facts. That was the
Shit.
best entertainment.
That was, man.
It
Best
was.
entertainment. But they had some scenes on wrestling though.
But little, it was a little heavy sometimes. But it was like, wrestling was like a show, bro. Like, it was like, wrestling was like almost like a soap opera, bro. It used to be so much drama behind the
Facts.
scenes
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, and then it was nothing but like something that happened, somebody to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the
None of that shit is
Kane,
just like nah.
The storylines just be crazy.
bro.
man.
When I found out the Undertaker and Kane weren't like brothers,
That crushed my
and-
heart.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, I was like, what?
That
You
crushed my
lying?
heart.
because but also I feel like, why did we think they were brothers? Like,
That's what because they always said
They-
brothers of destruction.
Yeah, and their
Yeah.
character was so much alike.
yeah.
You know.
I was like, why we think that? But yeah, like, it was funny though because I was watching the clip and it was like, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Magic Man or somebody walked up to Booker T was like, my nigga.
Vince McMahon.
He's a
Yeah.
man, yeah. And
Did
he was yeah. Never thought twice about it when I watched on TV.
I didn't either.
Like,
That was-
so it's crazy.
Yeah, Vince got away with a lot of.
Vince was the
I was-
worst. Was the
Listen,
worst owner of WWE,
since we on
bro.
Vince, you know his best friend Trump. I'm surprised
Bro.
this motherfucker don't got no allegations out this motherfucker.
Vince
This
Trump
man-
real
Vince.
friends are friends with real
Yes,
life?
they
Oh, I didn't
are.
know that.
They
Oh,
are.
they probably do that. I can hold you.
Vince
That
is
makes
a
me
full blown
think-
Republican.
I was about to say that makes me think Vince won't act on that shit. Vince meant everything.
Yeah.
Vince was gonna kiss ass on that TV. He was gonna kiss Trish Ash on that TV.
Yeah. That man was about it. Vince was in charge. Well, Vince was the chairman, and then it became Triple H. Who became chairman of
Well,
the Vince.
Triple H was COO.
Yeah, but Vince is still.
Vince always, he's still there.
Yeah.
He's on
TV last night.
He been on TV for like the last
in his
2-3
late
weeks.
70s.
Yeah, he's been on TV for like the last 2-3 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Vince was
Yeah, that man was wild.
He was unfiltered.
Yeah.
And wow,
I
he did not care.
I've been reading articles about him getting ready to sell the company though.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably ain't nobody.
WWE could be sold. Like,
He probably could. I don't know. He probably, I don't know.
They need to. They releasing like almost like 20 more wrestlers every month.
Yeah, they about to do something. Who knows? Shane ain't been on that bitch in a minute, so I don't know.
Oh, he left again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
he left the company again.
So cool. But yeah, you brought up gender roles. I guess the question: should we eliminate those completely?
I don't know what y'all think. That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I feel good being a man though. You know what I mean? Like I find joy like doing.
If I'm not a man, then what am I?
You for it?
No, but I'm like, where am I classified at? Like,
I think when I look at when you ask like man,
I hate you.
I think when I don't know if you can actually like relate the two, but when you ask people like, you know, man, woman, it's like I kind of like look at that as like, you know how people be like, I still think that's like the racist thing you could say. You know, people be like, I don't see color. I think that's fully cap. But
yeah,
I do because I'm proud of being a black man. I don't care about being no other race or anything like that. So that's kind of how I feel about being a man.
I think the problem with gender roles is like, everyone Ford said, like, if I'm not a man, then what am I?
Yeah.
Like, but not in the sense that Ford meant it, but like in the sense that like when you pride yourself.
How did you mean it for?
I don't know what he was thinking, but like I meant like if I'm not classified as a man, then what am I then? Like, cause I know I ain't female.
That's what I was talking about right there. That's why I hate him. That's not what I meant at all.
Then what did you mean? Let's explain.
Okay, so you know, like, you know how people take like a lot of pride or like they put a lot of effort into something. Like, let's say I was an NBA player. Like, that's all I want to do all my life, and then I tore my ACL and I couldn't be an NBA player. And like, I'd be like, well, if I'm not a basketball player, if I'm not a baller, then what am I? Like, you're still you. That's why I meant it.
Oh.
Because I knew. That's why I said I hate you, because I knew.
I just need you to know so I can put on job application. Like, I mean, it says male or female.
But it's like, no, that's why I was like, stop entertaining.
You stupid.
Because I knew
going to way he would say that, meaning like, don't make your identity like based off like your career or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why people always say like, I'm a man before anything, whether that's whatever that they're talking like, about.
I think the thing with gender roles is that like, I'm sorry, but that pink thing was like a butt plug, and I was like, what the fuck is
you
that?
Stupid, bro.
I was staring at
a freak, bro. You're a freak, bro.
Bro,
you done said a couple things already.
What, the robots, bro? Man.
Not only that.
What the thing I said?
Joseph finna be a porn star in Afterlife.
Yeah. He done said something about the robots. He said that nigga cute. He said something about the robot.
You
did.
That nigga is kind of cute.
You know what I'm saying? Bro?
You stupid, man.
You know, I'm like, I'm straight in my sexuality, bro. So I think it's nice for me. I'm like, hey, bro, you looking cute today, bro.
You ain't gonna just say that.
You not.
Niggas ain't gonna just say that. I'm saying. They be like, okay, I see you.
Yo, bro, Bernie Mac stand up. Yo, he has the best joke about like black people, especially black men, just being men. Will never come out and say, "Hey man, you look good today," because that's too feminine. We gonna really pull up like, "Oh, bro, I see you right now, bro. I'm trying to get like you."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Yeah, you ain't gonna just
I'm trying to be like you. Like,
you ain't gonna come out. Yeah, you ain't gonna never come out and be like, "Nah, nigga, you look cute today." What? You crazy, man. Oh man, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Bro, I was just like,
no, man.
At the wedding, I'm like, damn, boy, you look kind of cute right now.
Boy, don't say nothing. Pass the conversation, boy. Don't say nothing. Let that nigga finish. Let that nigga finish his last conversation. Don't say nothing for it. I'm telling you. Boy, don't say nothing. Gender roles.
I just think that the problem with gender roles is that when people define themselves based on their gender role, then like I feel like you're not. I don't know. I feel like that's where the problems may arise. Like, all right, I'll give an example. Like, all right, let's say
what's something unisex that can be unisex that people categorize as like either male or female.
Picking up the check.
What?
Picking up the check.
Oh.
I think it's starting to be more widespread accepted now, but like the man paying for the food, driving, all that stuff, like that is really heterosexual.
It is.
Like
I've had a female.
I mean, not
I had a
heterosexual.
female
I'm sorry,
pay for
wrong
my
word.
stuff.
That's really.
I had a female pay for my stuff before.
What's the word I'm looking for? Masculine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really masculine in a sense. Like,
I'm not afraid to say I had a female pay for my stuff before.
I wouldn't let my girl pay for my stuff for a long time, bro. It made me feel it demasculated me.
I'm not saying over and over, but I've had.
No, I mean like not even like once or twice.
Really?
Yeah, it took me a while. But you know what's crazy? And where I was going with that was when you start defining yourself by that.
But it's like, but I see that as like a gift. You don't say nothing if people buy you stuff. That's the same as people buying you stuff.
Yeah, you're right. I'm past that. Like, I'm
okay.
past because it's nothing but ego and pride at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But what I was saying was like I realized how much I was like jibbing myself out of like a deal. Like, okay, for instance,
good. This shit started to add up.
Not even just that, but like it was days where like I was
said nigga
tired.
like 20 times, and Jordan said at the beginning of the podcast. Somebody said, "Don't say, stop saying nigga on here." We done said nigga like 100 times.
Yeah, I don't know what my own was thinking. She told me stop saying that. I was like,
Which one?
Plum.
Oh,
Nigga.
Plum the main one.
Yeah, I looked at her and I said, "We're not changing our name to Unfiltered Brothers at this point."
Yeah, it's too late for that.
I did say I want to stop saying the word so much though.
I'm gonna try, but it's
in 2022.
Yeah,
2023.
We got practice.
2030.
Yeah, 2050.
When I had kids, my kids had kids.
Thanks. Go ahead.
When I
But
die.
no, I was saying like I was noticing like it'll be days where like I was driving or something, but I'd be like dead tired, but I like wanted to drive because like the gender roles and stuff, and you just like I feel like you lose out on a relationship when you worry about gender roles. I feel like
you get tired mentally.
Bro,
you get tired mentally when you want to keep up that I guess that standard. That
And to be honest, that's what ruined most of my relationships in the past.
Was just you just trying to keep up with that standard?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I'm doing really good for myself now. So like the amount of money I make and the things that I can do is completely different from when like back in the day. But now I still feel like I don't do enough. You know, I think it just comes from like you finding somebody that you value. Like when you know their worth and their value, then you try to match or you try to give them, like you try to match that worth of value. And then if you're just a good guy, then you just try to be a good guy. But you know what's hard about being a good man is that I don't think society has fully accepted that men have emotions. We're vulnerable.
Yeah.
Let's
just segue into that.
Let's
just segue into that. I know I asked that on.
Sometimes I want to cry.
I know I mentioned that on the last one.
I hate this nigga.
We could fit both of those into it. This is the last conversation, but I know I mentioned that on the last episode. It's like I feel like people don't think men have feelings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess the last two questions, in the topic is like, one is it what Fawk was saying, is it weak to cry? Because I seen this on, I'm not sure if y'all big on the Breakfast Club. I watch everything. And you watched the Troy Ave interview.
Yeah.
And just how he was going in on masculinity and stuff like that. I definitely didn't agree with a lot of shit that he was saying.
I was like, bro, and I didn't want to, I was like, you kind of messed up. Like, somewhere. Yeah. But you know what? I'm sorry, but I got to say it because I'm going to forget. I remember that Kevin Gates interview. Which one? The one where he talked about he was like molested or something. Yeah. So he went hard.
Come on, $1 million worth of game.
Yeah. It reminded me of that because I was like, when I watched him talk on that interview, I was like, I feel like that might not have happened to Troy Ave, but that's the mindset Troy had.
Yeah.
Like the feeling that you got to go hard 24/7.
That's tiresome, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't gonna no shame in my game. in my relationship, I know I've cried more than Shonda. I know for a fact I've cried more than Shonda. And it won't even be. First off, I'll get mad that I'm crying, and then I cry harder because I'm mad. Like, not all the time. Like, I'll just be able to, but I mean, like, I can definitely say, like, the times, like, I've cried or something. I cry watching a movie. I just think that, like, if it's the right movie.
Yeah, man.
Hey, the harder they fall, bro. I almost shed a tear.
What part?
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
All right, spoiler alert. Man, when that boy Jim died.
That's his fault.
I saw myself in that.
Hold on, which one? The young one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I think
his
his name
fault.
was Jim.
That's his fault.
You talking about the one that
wanted to do the
see who shoots faster? Oh yeah, that was his dumb ass fault. I knew he was gonna die first.
But I was like,
I knew it was coming. I'm spiking like
I sat there. I said, I looked right. I said, Sean. I said he gonna die, and she was like, why? I said, cause one, I said real niggas always die in movies, and two, that nigga doing too much. I said,
yeah,
too much. He'll get shot.
I mean, he got shot. I said, dumbass.
That nigga made the 3, ain't it?
Yeah.
And what's his name? Shot him. I was like, oh, there it is.
They always talk.
I was like, it's a real one.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong with showing emotion. I think that make you. I don't see no weakness in that though.
But you know, I think that you. All right, let me ask you a question. Ask you both a question. All right, so let's say you guys have children.
Mm-hmm.
Would you cry in front of your children?
Depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not on like. Not anything small.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, like, if a situation occurred where, like, you felt like crying, would you hold it in or would you cry in front of them?
I'll cry in front of them.
I don't think I would.
If I can control it, I wouldn't. But if it's like somewhere, it's like we all in a gathering, and you just can't really help
like
it.
death in the family, then yeah, I'm just gonna have
sometimes there's nothing wrong with that, and you can explain like.
But me and their mama arguing, she pushed to the point. I ain't gonna cry in front of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. Guilt trip the hell out of her ass. You see what your mama did to me.
Stupid, bro.
What more do you want from me?
Oh, you gonna be one of them parents that use the kids against them.
No, what did he say? He was like, congratulations. What did he say, bro? He's like, I'm happy for you or something.
Who, Tyrese?
Yeah, do you remember that part? He said that shit like off camera. He was like, I'm happy for you. So I can't remember
that nigga got a lot of memes just from that video, man. It's like the one I forgot what he said. It might have been that where it was like the caption was like when she asked to go more like you guys didn't even like go further. And he's like, what do you want? That shit crazy, yo. I hate Tyrese for that. I swear I hate that nigga for that shit.
We just sat here and said it's been the crowd, and we laugh at this man.
Nah, that nigga was going for it.
Oh, that was
Nah, you know how I feel about niggas crying. When niggas be hurt, niggas be hurt. Niggas be
I ain't never gonna cry in front of you, bro. I already said
niggas will be hurt. You can't. Please though. I mean, if it's something sensitive, if it's something sensitive, I'm gonna talk to y'all about it. But if it's something crazy, when it comes like a female or something like that,
I'd be like, Sean, man, I'm like, yo, she get my fucking nerves, but she don't appreciate me, man.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I ain't gonna tell you right there, but I'm gonna tell you something, boy. Oh God, I am. I was like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Get out my face with this shit. You coming to waste my goddamn time, bro. Fuck out my face, yo.
I wouldn't do y'all.
Cause look, I ain't gonna say it. Go ahead. We passed that.
All right, bro. What you think?
Oh man.
I mean, I'm gonna cry. I cry anyway. I do cry a lot. I think Duran, out of the three of y'all, I think Duran has seen me cry the most.
So bad.
I think out of all of y'all, Duran see me cry the most.
Nah, but most of the time I have cried. Most of the time I really have cried was in church. The Holy Ghost got a hold of me, and I just I cry. I shout. Yeah, shout and start crying.
You better than me, man. See, I got all the time. I'm like, shut your ass up, boy. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
I be laughing at that too. I said, look at it. I be like, look at that nigga. I said, that nigga caught the spirit, boy.
Was you there that year? Was you there that year? My grandpa took me to church in full Nelson.
No.
Yeah.
Boy.
Fawk, you better be glad.
I almost fell into the ramp. I went back and watched the video. It's
all
on video. It's all on video.
That nigga was lit that year.
God, man,
What was that? It was like,
I'm like, look, Lord, you got.
was that 18, 19?
Look, when I tell you, when I came to, I felt like I was in a full workout.
Body weak.
The next day, I didn't move.
Body weak as fuck. Man, that was funny as fuck.
Overdose hit you, boy.
Something crazy.
I understand, boy. I don't had a couple moments in my life too. It's like a feeling of. I can't explain it. It's like a happy,
like a relief.
A relief. Like all the weight just been taken off your shoulders. You don't realize how tense and how like burden you be until like that shit gone off you.
Sheesh. Damn, I never experienced it.
All right.
And then I be hungry as fuck afterwards.
took that nigga out. Oh man,
this nigga almost fall out in church and get home and be like, I'm gonna fix a pot roast. Like, cause he just hungry or some shit.
Man, shoot. Man. Go shouting at the program, then if we go somewhere out of town, I'm not waiting until I get back home to eat. I'm stopping at Burger King and McDonald's somewhere because I didn't shout it through the whole service.
Right there.
Yeah.
That nigga gonna walk. He walking straight over that bitch.
Yeah.
Man.
You see, Grandpa carried you out.
Yeah.
Grandpa, take me to McDonald's.
He carried me out like this and threw me in his truck.
That's his
and turned the AC on blast.
Shoulders was.
And I'm in the truck like this.
That shit funny. Okay.
Don't know where my glasses at.
That shit funny. Okay, what y'all say?
Why you never get contacts?
Because
my
subscription are too strong for contacts.
I ain't hold you. Look weird as shit without your glasses, boy. Like I've seen you with your glasses for so long.
I've actually been told by the females that I look pretty sexy without my glasses.
I was about to scream. I swear, if I didn't think she was on a call or something, I scream. You heard us, nigga? I was gonna say something though. Dang, you didn't forget what that dumb
last question. Should you be vulnerable around people?
It depends on who. I ain't be vulnerable around everybody.
Trying to be vulnerable around people? Fuck no. Hell no. Because
let me do categories.
All right.
Parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spouse.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Children.
I don't know.
Some children, some of you can't let them know your weakness.
Well, not even this so much as my weakness. I just think that your role as a parent is to be strong.
Yeah.
Like, there's been so many times I'm sure our parents have been like struggling or stressing, but they never let us see it. Like, and I mean, I hate to sound ungrateful, but I'm so glad that I didn't see it because it allowed my childhood to be good. Does that make sense?
I would say I would agree with that, but I would say yes, just because it's kind of like that moment. It's like when you see your grandparents and parents, you know, work hard and everything like that. You never really see them down and everything like that, but you look at them as examples. But it's like, damn, can I like live? Yeah, can I copy that? So you know what I'm saying? And it kind of like when you actually deal with real life stuff, it kind of make it be like, yo, like my mom or my grandparents, they not human. Like they ain't even got emotions. But then and then I kind of relate that to like Good Times with what's the name, Florida,
yeah.
When James died,
yeah, like
she was just holding it in the whole time, wasn't crying. Then she just broke down,
which was crazy. Like, did y'all watch the behind the scenes of that?
No, I didn't.
I didn't.
So you know when James died, because it was like abruptly, like no one knew it was coming.
Right,
like that.
Right.
It was because JJ, what's JJ real name?
Jimmy Walker.
Jimmy
Walker. You know Jimmy Walker was like always doing the most, but you know the show writers of Good Time is white.
Yeah,
and he got tired of like them being portrayed in that light, like always like
struggling.
And yeah, just like goofy or something like that. That he had like fought for it to be changed, and they like got rid of him. That's why they killed him off the show.
Damn.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Out like not too long. I just found that out like this year, like maybe within like last month.
Damn, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but going back to that, like that's a very valid point. I didn't even think about that because I swear to God, bro, when I became an adult, I was like, how on earth did they do this?
You can't. Yeah, you can't hold everything in. You can't. Yeah, like being strong, like you can still like, show some vulnerability and everything like that.
That's necessary.
It's definitely necessary.
At a certain point in a kid's life. Like,
it's a learning point.
Yeah, I think when they get old enough to understand, I would. I mean, but I say all this, but I know I'm gonna cry in front of my kids. I know. When my kid graduate from 4th grade.
Yeah, that's
if we're in a school district that runs it from K to 4. Oh, off the rip. Oh, boy, you was in my nutsack.
Stupid.
Now look at you. You made me. Dave Chappelle the funniest joke, bro. He said his son made him a macaroni necklace, and he was like, "Oh, man, it's crazy. You used to be in my ball sack." Like,
that's stupid.
But it's true,
it
bro.
Is.
Like,
Mommy, did I used to be in that ball sack?
Oh my God.
That's stupid. But yeah, I think. But to answer the question, yeah, I think you can. But depending on the person, like a friend, certain friends, but not around like. Just not around some people though, like some strangers and everything like that.
I think it
some people you just can't show that vulnerability because they take advantage. They take advantage of that.
I think it starts around close friends. Like like close friends.
Yeah,
like, that's it.
Facts.
I think after that, friends, acquaintances, co-workers, strangers.
Can't do
never because you're not at that level of trust.
Facts.
Because I think there's like a study that shows like you let people in a certain space within you because of the level of trust you have with them. Like personal space, and then you go like every so amount of feet, and basically explains like how these people relate to your life. Anybody that I feel like I'm not comfortable enough to be like 3 feet near, you ain't get a tear out of me.
Facts. Facts. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the episodes, but we're gonna move on into our last segment of the episode, No Cap. Joe, you got a no cap for us?
Ain't no cap. The weather outside is frightful.
I hate y'all. And he going right in with it.
There really ain't no place to go.
Let us know, let us know, let us know.
There it is, boy.
Okay.
I got no cap for real. That was it. I literally was like, ain't no cap, but that's because like, man, it's the holidays, man. We ain't taking nothing serious. Hey, you know what? I take that back. Hey, no cap. Hey, don't go broke trying to impress people for the holidays for money that you don't have.
Come on, somebody.
Because January 1st does come around the corner.
Come on, somebody.
So like when January 1st comes, what you gonna do then?
Yeah.
So spend within your means. I know like everybody thinks like, oh, get a big gift, blah blah blah. But it's really like, it's not about like what you buy, like what's the most expensive thing, but like be thoughtful in your gifting. If you ain't got it, bro, just say you ain't got it. Bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet.
Hey, family members is all gonna watch this. I ain't got it. Don't got it. Don't have it.
Yeah.
Y'all killing me.
Don't expect it.
What more do you want from me? That's it.
We got them property taxes paid.
Oh,
the Jetta was $104. The Jetta was $104.
The GMC $600.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know what they're gonna do when that new car outside gotta be paid. They got to repo that motherfucker, man.
I don't care.
Hey,
I had to get set up on a payment plan.
600.
600.
I hate property tax.
How much was
dumbest shit ever? I don't know yet. Well, I know, but I don't think I opened the shit up yet.
You got paid by like December 5th, ain't it? 6, 7?
They said long. They told me I went. They told me long as it's paid by April, they not gonna do that.
April. You can take it out your taxes.
Really? Yeah, as long as it's paid by April.
Yeah. Oh, I should have did that.
You can take it out your taxes.
I ain't paying nobody.
What's your no cap for it? Yeah, that shit's stupid.
No cap. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low.
Y'all niggas just want to say. I should have prepared a song and then goddamn.
Nah, we would have got copyrighted for that.
But no cap.
Hey, listen to this.
Last episode we didn't do the what are we grateful for Thanksgiving for. I'm gonna just do that now. Okay. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for fam. You know what? I was gonna say you, but know what? Fuck you.
Always
speaking out of turn. Too soon. So you know what? He off the list.
Always speaking out of turn.
But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the Unfiltered Brothers and my fiance who's in the other room. Y'all don't see her right now, but she was on the last episode. But anyway, I'm grateful for my family, my friends. I mean, things could be worse. But thank God that I'm better than what I was. I'm in a better situation than what I was last year.
How are you spiking? Your mic must be high as a bitch.
It probably is.
But
yeah,
that's good,
I'm grateful for a lot. And I'm just grateful that. Yeah, I am.
I really thought this nigga didn't like us.
You stupid.
Why? Cause I don't respond in group chats.
Nigga, you don't talk shit.
No, I just thought I always feel bad because
y'all have to do better with that.
Me, Derek, and I didn't know.
Make me change my no cap. No cap. Y'all niggas don't reply to shit
because I'm always at work, nigga.
I usually am decent with the replies.
My fault. Remember, I'll cut you off. Go ahead.
Wait, I feel so. Why you think I ain't like y'all?
No, it's not that I think
I invite you to my house.
But I'm just like, because me, Derek, and Duran agreed to be on the filter. Like, we agreed on it. We just dragged you on here. I was like, for a hate.
At first, I was like, shit.
That's fine.
Some extra I got to do. But then after, I got into it, I was like, oh, this is cool. I was like, hey, babe, podcast tomorrow. Don't ask me to do nothing.
You know what's crazy is that I was having a conversation with Shonda. I know we cut into your no cap.
No, you fine.
I was having a conversation with Shonda, and Shonda was like, "You're always hanging out with Unfiltered Brothers." I was like, "Nah, we ain't hanging out with the podcast." And then I realized, I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like we really do, because once we start the camera and we start talking, we be just talking. We don't have a script. We don't rehearse. All we know is what we talking about before we talk about it. As far as main topics go, everything else is just natural conversation. So this is really the only time I get, to be, free and stuff like that.
And let's be honest, we ain't gonna go off no script because we can go off script all the damn time. We can't use script.
Oh yeah, look at this now. It's no cap. We talking about something completely
different.
Exactly.
Always.
You know what's funny? I always wondered if I was like, damn, I hope we never get to a point where we can't talk enough for an episode. Like the conversation gets dry or something like that. And I
think at the beginning stage it was kind of forced.
Oh yeah.
But it was I don't know, because I think we was thinking too hard.
And we knew we was being recorded.
What format, stick to the form. Of course we sticking to the format, but it's stick to the script.
Now it's
fuck it,
vibes, bro.
Fuck.
We what you know is
fuck
crazy,
these kids.
It's
fuck these kids.
Hey,
boy.
I ain't gonna hold you no cap, but fuck these kids, bro. Oh, my God.
DSS. Yes, he is.
Oh, I hate y'all.
Oh,
I lose this job. Yeah.
Joe said it, not me. I always got to put the blame off me.
I could have asked about this shit.
It's your shit. Yeah, bitch.
Just don't knock that message over.
What is my new cap? My new cap is I wrote it down. My no cap is nothing is wrong with starting over, but something is wrong with giving up. Quitting should never be a thought. Life is always going to be hard. Despite whatever success level you get to, what I'm saying, you got to that point. With the plan. So the only thing you got to do is take a step back, reevaluate the situation, refocus yourself, and just create a new plan, because you did it once, you could do it again. So that winner, it will always be within you. So just get the job done again. That's my no cap. And with that, we're gonna end the conversation from these nut ass niggas. Man. Make sure, please make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. Listen to us on pretty much any platform you can listen to podcasts. Check out the Unfiltered Arguments.
Tell your mama and them to listen too.
Check out the Unfiltered Arguments. Check out the Unfiltered Spotlight. If you have a business or you just doing something in the community, you can be on the Unfiltered Spotlight. Just fill out the form and the link. If you're watching this, is in the corner of this video. But you know, with that,
hold on, wait.
What's that?
Also, we are getting things together in terms of merch, everything like that.
Website should be coming soon.
We're gonna have a new way for you guys to get merch. It's coming through the website, so that way you guys don't have to do the Google form. It'll be more organized. It'll be better. With that being said, we are constantly looking for feedback with regards to merch, because we don't want to sell something that you guys don't want, because we don't want to waste money.
Facts.
But if it's something that you guys are pushing for, like I know a couple people said hoodies and stuff like that, but if that's something that you're interested in, leave us a comment below, or let us know. Hit us up individually if you got our contact information, because yeah, we're gonna start pushing that out, because that's gonna start funding some of the bigger things that we have in store for, like the upcoming
events and everything like that. Yeah. 2022 about to be big. Let's get it. You got nothing for it?
Oh, and stay tuned. Our anniversary coming up in like 2 months.
Facts.
Yes,
facts. And I put that question.
Gonna make a cake.
I put that question out before, like, you know what I'm saying? Last year we did the live, Facebook live. So if y'all want us to do something different this year, or y'all,
that was a year already. Seemed like that was just a couple months ago.
Yeah, so we did the Facebook live. Y'all got an idea if y'all want to, do something big for our anniversary, let us know, and we could do that.
What was we at?
What?
We did it at home on the Zoom.
We did a Zoom. Yeah, we did a Zoom. That was 2020. So we outside now. So
yeah, we out.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to be involved with the anniversary episode, you know what I'm saying, just comment, let us know. But yeah, with that, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe, and we out. Cheers.
Peace out.